It's now my great pleasure to introduce to you the Secretary of State for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport, the Right Honourable Matt Hancock MP. For those of you who know him, you'll know that he's an ardent supporter of the digital tech and creative sector, having previously been Minister of State for Digital. Today, he's going to share with us how he sees creativity and tech in Britain in the 21st century. Please put your hands together for Matt Hancock.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a massive pleasure to be here. It's a great pleasure to be here for any number of reasons. Firstly, to see all of you. Secondly, because I really care about this agenda, and I'm delighted that Createch is a thing. I'm delighted that the conference is happening. And I just wanted to come to underline the importance of this area. I'm really sorry that after saying a few things, I have to make a rapid exit. There's a bill in front of the House of Commons today. You might have heard about it. And I see that Ridley Scott's production company are on the agenda today. If you think Hannibal Lecter is bad, you should see the whips if you miss a key vote in the Commons. So I'm going to have to shoot off. But it is fantastic to be here. And this has rapidly become one of the most exciting events of London Tech Week. And I want to start by paying tribute to somebody who's really helped to make it happen. And that's the outgoing chair of the Creative Industries Council, Nicola Mendelsohn. She has been instrumental in steering the creative industries to create a unified view of who they are and representing what they need to government, and has been a tireless advocate of our nation's creative industries. So thank you, Nicola, and best of luck for the future. The truth is this, that despite representing less than 1% of the world's population, the UK has one of the largest creative industries of any country, and our footprint and our reach across the world is vast. Creativity is Britain's calling card. 3 of the 6 most visited museums and galleries in the world are here in the UK. The 3 highest grossing films of last year were all shot in British studios. When I asked one of the film studios what we could do to get them to make more films here in Britain, they said, please don't talk about it in case the American audience want their films that look like they're made in America, made in America. So I promised I will not talk. Well, that was going well. But in music too, in 2017, we supplied 8 of the 10 best-selling albums around the world. And at the heart of this success, this modern-day success, is the transforming power of technology. Increasingly, theatre is blending with film, and computer programming is merging with sculpture. We have virtual reality curatorship, animated artworks, video games scored by classical music composers, and in an era when the UK has an online audience of 50 million, and the world has an online audience of over 3 billion, technology, of course, is transforming the relationship between cultural organisations and the public. And our future is built on the nexus between art and technology. And that nexus is best demonstrated, I think, by the video games industry. Fine arts students who share a desk with computer engineers, and they work together to understand each other, to use the best of technology to realise a creative, artistic vision. That is one of the most stark examples. But when you look right across the piece, there are examples of the combination of creative brilliance and technical excellence that is where our bread will be buttered for many years to come. And as the robots increasingly do the boring stuff, it is the creativity, the ingenuity of the human mind that cannot be replicated by the machines. So while the UK technology and arts may make the ultimate power couple, we also need to keep working at how to make the marriage a success. Because audience expectations are evolving, and we need to evolve too. Audiences want to consume their culture in a way that's personal to them, no longer passive recipients, but increasingly with high expectations. And we need to make sure that we have the right structures in place to support this transformation. I want to talk just about two things today that I think are vital. Firstly, digital capability, making sure we have the capability in our creative and cultural organizations to get the most of it. Now, of course, this comes down to many things. So a full spectrum approach, all the way from getting people onto the internet for the first time, all the way through to the highest end capabilities. And this impact and the need for this is keenly felt in creative industries as increasingly areas like intellectual property and data analysis become at the core of business rather than a nice to have. I'm thrilled, for instance, in driving this through that the Arts Council, working with the Heritage Lottery Fund, two organisations which 5 years ago were not in this space and have done an enormous amount to get to the cutting edge. They are piloting a digital maturity index, for instance, for cultural organisations to better understand and improve their own digital capability. And we're building on this in the excellent 300 million creative industries sector deal, but there is much more that everybody can do. And I mean everybody. Everybody in government, for sure, but everybody in this room too. Whether you have done nothing to engage between the capabilities, cultural and creative capabilities that you have, or whether you are at the cutting edge. Now, of course, if you've done nothing, I'd be surprised if you come to a Createch conference. And we have to make sure that those who aren't engaged and don't yet see the opportunities are brought along on this journey. But no matter how much anybody does, the technology is moving so fast that everybody can do more. And I want to see this, I want to see cultural and creative organizations in particular partnering with technology companies large and small. The opportunities for the symbiotic relationships between these two sectors are vast and increasing, and the benefits are clear, inspiring creativity and connecting with new audiences. And of course, the second point I wanted to make is about global reach, because technology allows for global reach. I'm delighted, for instance, that Tencent are here today and other global players. Our creative output is a shop window for Britain and for our artistic capability, our innovation. Film and high-end TV attracted 2 billion of inward investment into the UK in 2017, and the creative industries generate increasing numbers of jobs and boost tourism and attract the brightest and the best global talent to Britain. And we value all that. But it is more than just the economics. It is that our creative industries tell our story around the world, and that has rarely been more important than now. So I would urge everyone to do their part in telling Britain's story around the world. And ultimately, here we are in the middle of London Tech Week, and our digital dynamos are forging ahead. We've seen a doubling of tech investment over the last year. We are the third highest global investment location for tech after the USA and China. And only a few weeks ago, London was once again ranked as the leading tech hub in Europe. And alongside this, we're leading the world in our artistic creativity. And there is much more to do besides. So I hope that these two messages are ones that you can play your part in expanding and enhancing digital capability and ensuring that we tell our story around the world. Yes, for the economic benefits, but also to make sure that our story is told. Createch, it's great for the economy, and it's great for our society too. We can't do it on our own in government. We love the fact that you're doing it, and I'm just delighted to be able to work with you to go out there and keep breaking those boundaries and use the best of technology to showcase the best of British culture and British creativity right around the world. Thank you very much, and I'm now going to go back and vote for the government.
Many thanks to Matt Hancock. Brilliant to just hear how the UK is excelling in both creative brilliance and also technology excellence. And there he is, away. We were lucky to have him for those 15 minutes.